In this video, I'll show you how to edit your invitation templates on Corjl. When you're in our Etsy shop, you can find your invitation templates in this section or other templates over here. There's tons of different options and new ones being added all the time. So when you select one that you want, you'll see in the description, there is always a demo link and you can try everything before you buy anything. So you don't have to buy anything to do all of the work. You can go ahead and put in all of your information and then it'll save it to an account for you. Go to your checkout whenever you're ready to buy now if you like how it ended up, and then it will all already be there in your account when you're ready to print. So there's really no negatives to just trying it out. I'm going to show you everything we can do in the demo. There's going to be some instructions here on the second page, and then all your other cards like your RSVP card, your details card, etc. There's an envelope liner here. Depending on which suite you order, so you can order a full suite like this one, or you can use just the individual card like this one, depending on which pieces you need. So for every single one, you can change font, you can change text, and you can change font colors. You can also potentially add like a new image if you really want to put like a save the date image or something on there, or upload any specific element that you like. Then for the rest of the elements, sometimes you can edit them and sometimes you cannot. A good general rule is if it's watercolor, you'll be able to change the size and placement of it, but you can't change the color. So that's just because you can't change the color of watercolor with like a paint bucket. But anything that is just a kind of a graphic element, you'll be able to change. So for instance, you can change the color of this orange wavy border. You can't change the colors of these flowers. However, you could make that frame smaller or bigger if you wanted to. Here's an example of one where there's 5 different flowers included in the template for you. So it's the same layout for the invitation, but you can choose which flower you want. Here's another good example, this elopement one. You could change the color of this particular option. On this suite, you can change the color of the outer frame as well. And then on the one that we selected, you can actually change the color of this particular element. We also have a few different elements. So if you don't like the palm tree, we have a few other options like this cactus that you can replace it with, and then you can change the color of this cactus over here. We have some preset colors for the suite, which are really commonly used, like Little Palm Springs colors, but you don't absolutely have to use those by any means. You can select that, or you can edit it to any color that you want. I like this green for the cactus. Now, each of these pieces of text is in its own text box, so if you want to change this, you can come over here and just change it. I'll add... Let's just keep that one as it is. And then I'll change the name here to be Kiana Robin Smithers. I don't know. I come up with silly names on the fly. Then here you can change this font. There's a lot of different options. There are a few fonts, for instance, this one that I designed, so you're not going to be able to use them on any other templates ever because they are proprietary to Design by Laney, which is really cool. I have those uploaded on all of my templates, but you can change. There's a lot of fun options. This is another one that I designed, but there's a lot of really pretty ones ranging from more formal to more handwriting. If you want to keep everything really simple, you can always use just a plain block font. There's just so many options to play with that I will get lost trying to do this. I like this one with the suite because it's kind of got a little bit of a Palm Springs vibe. And then you can change the size of it either like that, or you can just change the size of it over here as well and reposition. So once you've edited everything that you want, I think you can kind of take it from here. If you don't want to have this semi-formal attire, for instance, you could either move it, you can change what it says, you could do like reception to follow, or you could absolutely just get rid of this text box completely by just clicking delete. And then if you're like, oh crap, I did actually want that on there, or I wanted something on the bottom, you can just add another text box, type what you want in here, reception to follow, and then change the color to whatever's in your design, and then whatever text that you've chosen. So this font is called number 64, so we'll use number 64. 64. Beautiful. I'll go ahead and change this one to 64 and this one So to 60, not that one, 64. And this one is 33 points. So we'll just make that one a little smaller as well. 33 points so that they match. Other than that, you can move text box around however you want. I would recommend keeping each line in its own text box because it's just easier to edit that way. And if you decided you wanted this cactus over here and you wanted 3 of them across the top, beautiful, just click duplicate and you're good. You also could then like replace one of these with a flamingo and replace one of these with an umbrella and change the colors of those. State flamingo has to be pink. Umbrella will do orange. You can resize and place these elements however you want. And you can use Control-Z to undo just like you can in a lot of other programs. Keep in mind that this dotted line is what's called a trim line. So when you print everything out and go to cut it, you're going to cut on that line. If you want something that goes to bleed off of the page, it's called a bleed usually. You want it to go past that line so that when you cut it down, you for sure get that design bleeding off the page. If you try to position it right on that line, just on the edge of the page, then if your cut is off by even just a tiny little bit, you'll have white there and your design won't look how you want it to. So if you want something to bleed, try and make it go past that line, ideally all the way to the edge of the main piece. Some of the individual designs will have multiple pages too, so this is just a different example with some different fonts, and remember we changed to the cactus from the palm tree, so that was a little bit different as well. You only have to print whichever pages you want, so you can either leave that or get rid of it if it's bothering you. Now we'll click on the RSVP card and you can edit it in the exact same way to make sure everything matches. If you want to change a shape, such as a line or a circle, you can click on Style Shape and you can change the fill, you can change the stroke, or if the stroke even exists, opacity, and also rotate it. That won't matter with a circle, but it can matter with a line or a square. Here's our details card. Again, a lot of the same things. You can edit the background by changing it to a specific color. Let's do this yellow. Or you can change it back to a transparent background. If at any point you're having trouble grabbing anything, just click on this layers panel here and you can click on whichever layer you want. I find this helpful because it has the text to tell you what the layer is. So you can see reception to follow. You can see exactly what you need to change there, or like the Parker Palm Springs, you know that's the venue name. Blake, you know that's the groom's name, etc. So if you ever need to delete anything, move anything in position, and that would just be which one's on top of the other. Layer-wise, it won't change the look of anything, but it might make some of the layers easier or more difficult to grab. And then when you have everything as you want it, then as a reminder, we're still on the demo account, so we can't actually print from here, but if you decide you want to move forward with this, then when you click Buy Now, you will save your changes and apply them to a new order. Or if you're like, this was fun playing around, but I want to start over, I want to meet with my fiance and start over there, then you can click Don't Save if you don't want to. If you click Save, it will prompt you to create a login, and then once you do that, it's going to take you right back to the Etsy listing, have you add to cart, and then once you've purchased it, you'll get an email within about an hour or two. Usually it's very quick. And when you log back into Corjl, you'll see everything ready to go. Now, since I have a designer account, it might look a little different, but I want to show you the download settings. So once everything is set and ready to go after you've logged in, you'll be able to click on download. And you can download as a PDF or as a JPEG. For printing, I always recommend doing a PDF. If you're going to send it via an Evite, you can do a JPEG. And then click Next. And you can decide whether you want to print this like 1 per sheet or print it 2 up, or however many up will fit on your sheet, depending on what you select here. I'm going to select this 8.5 by 11, and since this is 5 by 7, 2 of them will fit up. If you need to print all of page 1, you can just do that, or if you want to print only all of page 2, remember we had a different look there, we'll just do page 1. And then for this design, we don't have anything bleeding off the edge, but if you do, you'll want to just click Show Bleed. And then showing your trim marks will show you exactly where to cut when you're cutting this out. That can be really helpful, or if you're getting it like professionally cut, you might not need those. And then if you don't want it to print multiple per page, you can click on this option, in which case it'll only print one per page. But if you want it to print multiples, if possible, it will automatically fit those for you. Sometimes you can fit more if you don't show your trim marks when you get into the smaller sizes. And then you'll just click download PDF. And here it is all ready for you to print, theoretically with all of your information in it, not this sample information. I hope this was helpful in learning how to edit your templates in Corjl. There's so many customization options, and if you ever need any help, you can always reach out to our team on Etsy. We have tons of different designs, and as I was mentioning, some of them have like flowers that you can change, or you could theoretically upload your own flower image. You can change the frames a little bit. You can move things around. You can change colors. For instance, on this suite, you can change the colors on the liner, details card, RSVP, and on the background of the main invitation. So always feel free to reach out if you have any questions, and check out our template section on our Etsy shop, which I will link for you below. Thanks, everyone. If you want to become a stationery designer, I have all the tools you need to start, grow, and scale your business, from pricing to Adobe tutorials to tools that will help with color print matching, because we all know that's a struggle. I got a little bit of everything at the resources link below, and you can book a one-on-one consult if you're not sure where to start.